Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daryl and I am so excited to show you my office makeover that I have done today, with the idea that by doing this makeover, it was going to expand my space in my office to support my health journey. And what I mean by that is, when your space around you is cluttered and messy and just not inviting, it gives you like an underlying anxiety sometimes and makes your space not as peaceful as it could be. So I wanted to bring some peace into my life in a place in my home that I can go to work, to content create, to read, to do my crafting, and just make it a place that was very inviting for me to go to. So if you'll come along with me today, I'm going to take you for a little tour, very briefly, through my office to show you the changes that I've made. My office used to be strictly for work, and I have retired from my coaching business, and I am now doing anything I want to because I'm retired. But I'm also content creating, so I do some of that here in the office as well. Previous to this makeover, my office desk was centered in the room and it floated. It was like in the middle of the room, and it did not have anything to look at from my desk space other than a wall. And I also felt it was not the best use of the space. I had nowhere to sit in a relaxing place in that room to read. And I really wanted to create something a little bit more conducive to that. So if you'll come along with me, I'll give you a little tour of the changes that we've made. So I'm going to first give you a little overview of what the room looks like now. And I don't have a before picture to show you, but I think it's more important to show you the after. So let's start with, as you come in the room, I have a nice big closet here. It's a double closet that holds crafting materials and supplies and just a whole lot of stuff. That's a picture of my boys when they were quite a bit younger. This is my bookshelf and cabinet. And on top of there is the most beautiful piece that a friend of mine made. It says, "I love the woman I've become because I fought to become her." How beautiful is she? Yep. These are all books I have yet to read. Most of them I have not read. Some I have. This over here is a marble jar that has a marble for every pound that I've lost so far. And eventually this will be filled with about probably about 140 marbles. Right now there's a little under 70 in there, and there's more to be had. This is the bookshelf, and of course the loves of my life. I have my son Michael and his beautiful wife Erin. I have Dan and Chase. Dan is my son, right there, and his wonderful husband Chase. They've been married a couple of years now, and this was from their wedding. And that's my hubby there, and Dan and Chase, and Erin and Mike, and me. Some Easter stuff. And this is the part I am most excited about. I have designed a small space that will be for reading or doing needlework or whatever I feel like doing, maybe taking a nap. We bought this recliner when I was recuperating from my 3 orthopedic surgeries. I had a hip replacement and 2 knees done. And when you have those types of surgeries, the best place for you to sit is in a recliner because it puts you in the perfect position to sleep. And I actually slept there, not in this room. I had the chair in another room for almost 2 weeks while I was recuperating at home. And I love this little table. This was bought at Ethan Allen many years ago. This is a beautiful lamp that my son Mike sent me for my birthday that is a candle warmer. So instead of lighting the wick, you can leave that on all day and it's as safe as can be. Just melts the wax, and I have a peach scent in there right now. And this is a little crown candle. It's electric. Again, a safe bet. The book club I joined is Charlotte Grove After Dark. Absolutely fantastic book club. If you're interested, comment down below and I'll be happy to give you the information on how to join. She still has openings. This is the book we read last month called Still Beating. Absolutely emotional read. These are all dark romances that the book club has. And then for some inspiration, each morning I read from my new book by Misha Brown, Be Your Own Bestie. He is hysterical and yet also very thought-provoking and very cool. And then I have some pretty silk flowers that my friend Debbie sent me quite a few years ago, Debbie and Russ, and I have that to brighten up the space as well. And then I wanted to show you, my friend sent this to me for my birthday. I just turned 70. She sent me this gorgeous tote that is perfect for my book club books. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. She embroiders this with a special machine that she has, and she does custom work. You can pretty much select from any design. She's got, I think, over 100 different designs right now. And I love this. Just one more chapter. I tell myself that all the time as I'm reading. But she customized the colors for me. The original one was purple, and I love pink. So I had her make the flowers in pink. So you can pretty much customize anything that she does have. And I love the tote bag. It's very sturdy, and it has a black trim on it. Of course, this lays flat, and black handles. So that will keep nice and clean. And she surprised me with my monogram on the back. She is a perfectionist and her work is impeccable. As you can see, the stitching is gorgeous. So the book that we're reading presently for the month of April is Butcher and Blackbird. And as you can see, that fits perfectly in this little tote bag. I will leave her information down below, her email, so that if this is something you'd like to get, you're more than welcome to contact my friend Marilena. Anyway, that's that part of the room. Let me back up a little bit. I've got this nice double window that we have plantation shutters on, so that looks out to the front of my house, right next to my desk. So that's what I love. I'm right next to the window now, so I have sunlight in here. The lighting is fabulous. I've got a bulletin board there, another little bulletin board there, and a picture of my husband. I have an ergodynamic chair. My son-in-law recommended this. I love this chair. It is so comfortable. It comes in a lot of colors, and you can pretty much customize it as well. This is the project I'm working on right now. My needlepoint, a little bunny. I'm finishing it with a backing of a polka dot pink. My little grandson looks at me all the time on my desk. My computer. I have a thing for pens, obviously. So there you go with that. And the part I want to really share with you also that brings me peace is doing needlepoint. I did this as a young woman, newly married. I did a lot of needlepoint, And these I've all done in the past year or so. I've rediscovered needlepoint. It's taken a big surge because of TikTok. And these are some of the ornaments that I've learned to actually finish myself. So I learned how to make the cording, and I learned how to put a backing on it. And each one of these means something to me. Radio City was my childhood. My grandmother took me to Radio City all the time. And that was the outfit for the Rockettes this year, right there. And then I have some Starbucks coffee cold brews. One for Christmas, one for Halloween. The Northeast is very dear to me, so I've got a Nantucket basket that I created. And back here, I have a heart that I made for Valentine's Day. And I'm making an ornament for each one of the places that we travel to. So I'm working on one right now for Florence, Italy, that we went to a couple of years ago. We are going to Alaska this year, so I'm making an Alaska one. And this is Bermuda. Bermuda, we have been to several times. We went there on our honeymoon. We absolutely fell in love. So I made a beautiful ornament with that and created the cording to go with the color scheme. And this last one is a hat, because I bought myself a straw hat when I hit 60 pounds. So that little tree I leave up all year round. So that is my new office. I think the space is much better used. This is I think it's an 8 by 12 room. So I think the space is much better now. Thanks for coming along. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of my new space. The whole purpose here is so that you get some inspiration, I hope, to declutter and create a warm and inviting space for yourself. I don't claim to be a decorator by any means. I used everything that I had. I bought nothing new. We just reorganized and decluttered a little bit. I threw some things away, moved some things into another room, and I think it really is a place that I want to come to. And I think this will help keep my mental peace and just be a place that I can quietly read or take a nap or hang out or do my content creation or say hello to you all. So if there is a space in your house that you want to transform, remember it does not have to be a whole room. You can take a section of a room, like even a great room that is a large space, and you can take a little section of that and make a reading nook. Or you can take a section of your bedroom, or like I did, a section of an office, and make that a place that you can do what makes you most happy. So I hope this has been some inspiration for you all. Let me know what you're working on or what you're thinking you might want to change in your home to make it a little bit more of a peaceful respite for you. All right, thanks for coming along with me today, guys. Have a wonderful day. And if you have not already subscribed, please do so. I'm trying to grow this little channel, and I'm trying to bring all sorts of content to it. So I'd love you to come join me and get notifications whenever I post a new video. I try and do at least one a week. I'm working, now that I'm not, now that I'm retired, I'm working on making that more often. I'll be posting a little bit more often in the weeks to come. I'm going to be chronicling my health journey, but I'm also going to give you helpful hints on how to make life a little nicer. So if that's something that floats your boat, please come join me.